All right, we are live, and welcome everybody to the pre-show. We're gonna get started in a few minutes once I go ahead and share our screen and get everybody in here. So we are talking about built-in functions today, and it's gonna be a fun time. And of course, I'm getting a call. Okay. Anyways. Okay, I'll deal with that in just a minute. Okay, so let's do this. I'm gonna type in, I'm just gonna promote this over here. All right. So we need to get started here. So we're just gonna get started and documents. All right. So I'm gonna get started in just a second here. And okay. So let's get started. Let me just click change profiles. All right. Hey Michael, if you want to share this in Mastodon, you can. We want to get started because we've got a limited time, and I just want to make sure that we can use all the time. Today we're building a shopping list app with Python, and we're going to be using some built-in functions that Python has to offer us. So we're going to be combining what we learned yesterday, and we're going to kind of put it all together today. And we're gonna have another great tutorial. All right. But yeah, I just need to
Zoom. Us. A space with applications finder and Zoom. Us.
Okay.
You are screen sharing.
So let me make sure that
space icon. Mute audio sub menu. Parallels desktop finder. Finder applications with Visual Studio Code. LNK parallels link parallels desktop space with parallels desktop
container. Hear my sound? Okay, shush. All right.
Michael Doyce says, I liked it so it will be shared.
You like it so it will be shared. Awesome. Thank you. All right. So let's open up a new terminal. And again, we're going to have a quick stream today just because I've got things I want to do, but I also want to keep consistent. So we're going to call this shopping list. And basically the aim of this is I'm going to show you how to use some built-in functions. And we're going to call these functions Python built-in functions like we've learned. For example, .upper, .lower, we've talked about those already. But there's other ones like .len, which has the length of something. So you could do like list, .len, left parenthesis, or len, left parenthesis, list. We'll get into that in a minute. But I just want to show you guys how this is done and kind of make a simple shopping list. So I'm going to make a new folder, and I'm just going to get in my terminal.
Run dialog type blank. C folder C colon C space.
Documents.
O C C colon back left parent C M K R space.
I'm going to call this shopping.
Quote.
Quote.
A O P P I N G. Space.
List.
L I S T. Quote.
Quote.
C colon backslash C space A O. Quote. Pin list quote.
Shopping
C colon
list.
backslash O D space. Dot.
Code period.
Visual document.
Right. Alright. So code period. I went ahead and did that. And now what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make a new file. So right now we're in that folder for VS Code. And I'm just going to call this test.py.
Press C. Unavailable.
Okay.
Say blank.
Test.
T E S E dot P Y Y P P U
Oops, I
U
keep
Y.
doing that.
Untitled -1 shopping list Visual Studio Code. Saved. Untitled -1 shopping list Visual Studio Code document. Application. Main landmark. Test.py editor has autocomplete multi-line blank. Press CTR.
Save. Y'all, it's
Save
been
blank.
a long day, so we're just gonna have that, but it's been such a long day.
LIST dot P Y.
Not fun. List.py.
Test.py shopping list Visual Studio Code. List.py shopping
Let's
list
go ahead
Visual Studio
and do
Code
this again.
document. Application.
Okay.
Main landmark. List.py editor.
There we go. So, again, this program is going to be a shopping list. We're going to use our
Michael
loop that we
Doyce says,
learned yesterday.
for watching. Hi
For
everyone.
watching. Hi. I'm surprised. I didn't even market this at all. So thank you. Okay. So for those who are just joining me, we are doing a shopping list in Python today. I know shopping list, you're thinking, oh my gosh, this is so boring, Taylor. But no, it's not boring. At least my style of shopping list. Now, my style of shopping list ideally would be automate the entire thing so I don't write anything down. But unfortunately, we can't do that in this video. But who knows? We might be able to do that in another video. But anyways, we're going to make a run-of-the-mill shopping list. Alright, so if I have done so far, I have created a new folder. Great. I've created a new file in that folder. Awesome. And now we're going to start coding. So you guys really haven't missed much. Alright, so if you guys haven't watched the loop stream yesterday, it was over 2.5 hours long, and we had a ton of people in chat. You don't want to miss it, and it was a lot of fun. And the reason I say that is because we're going to be doing loops today as well, and so it'd be good to have a fundamental understanding of loops. If you don't worry, because I will do as best as I can, recap of them, but we will see. Okay, and yeah. Okay, sorry, Mastodon's going crazy.
Blank.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start off, and the way I want to start this off is we're going to make a print statement, so we're going to say print.
PRIT. Left parent. Quote.
Welcome.
WLCOE space. TO space. M space to the list.py SHO. P com PPI space LIST. Blank blank.
Oops.
Blank.
Oh my gosh, seriously?
Blank.
You're taking over the world. Okay, why aren't you reading what I'm saying?
Circle list.py blank.
Or VS Code?
Blank.
You've invited me all day, and this is the time to
Blank.
stop. So
PRIT.
it's not reading what
Left
I'm saying.
parent. Star values colon object.
Okay, here.
Blank.
Okay, it's time for an NVDA
File
restart.
Start window N.
For some reason, it's just not reading anything. Oops.
Loading complete. Closing. Circle list.py dash shopping list. File start window. Search N. NVDA
Yeah,
comma.
it's not reading what I'm saying, so it's kind of annoying. And I don't like it. So we're going to fix it.
Circle list.print left parent. Right parent.
Y'all,
Blank.
this has been the story
Right
of
parent.
my life the
Space.
entire day.
Right space left parent.
Other than going
Space.
to Social
Right
Security,
parent
we're
selected.
not going to talk
Right
about
parent
that.
unselected.
In
Space
fact, I could
unselected.
probably make an entire program about how bad that experience was today. But we're going to not talk about that because that was just a little cray-cray. Anyways, what we are going to talk about is how to make this list. The best shopping list you've ever used. Alright, so with our little NVDA VS Code issues out of the way, let's actually do it for real this time. So to recap, because it was probably hard to follow what the heck just happened, we have print left paren, right paren. So we need to add pair of quotes.
Quote.
We're going to say, welcome.
W-E-L-C-O-M-E space O space what space L-I-S-E T-S-I-L space Y-M the M what space L-I-S-E
My list.
T quote. T quote
Backslash
N comma inspect this in the accessible.
Use backslash N to say a new line, because that way we can have it so that it will be accessible visually too. You don't want to have a big glob of text. That is a big no-no in my world. And Michael Doise will agree with me because he doesn't like seeing that either.
N quote. Right parent blank.
Now, so we have print, left paren, backslash N. Here's my list. So the reason we did that is just to welcome the user. Whenever you're doing something like this, it's always a good idea to welcome your user to the shopping list. Now what we're going to do is we are going to make a while loop. So recall yesterday we have two types of loops. We have while and for. And the while loop basically is the loop we're using. And what we're going to say is while true. Basically it's saying while the condition is true, execute. And if it's not true, which we're going to talk about later, then stop the loop. Okay. You could also do something like while equals true, or sorry, while equals whatever, E or some. But I just like the while true because that way I can break it and I have more flexibility. All right.
Print left parent blank.
I'm going to do while. I'm going to make a comment and say start.
S-T-A-R-T L-O-O-P.
Also, I may be making intentional mistakes during the stream to try to quiz you guys. Make sure you're awake, because I know at this time of night, especially if you've had a crazy day like me, it's kind of hard to stay awake. So to keep both of us awake, keep everybody awake, I may be throwing in some intentional errors. So you guys should be paying attention because I may throw some errors in the code today. Who knows? Depending on how mean I feel. You just have to make sure you get on my good side. I'm just kidding, but sort of not. So, all right. We're going to make a comment.
Number start loop.
Start loop, so while.
Double I true while page. I L E space T suggest list true T suggest list true 1 of 8 colon list dot E blank
Colon
4 space no indent while true colon.
So while WHLE true capital T colon. Great. So now what we're going to do is we're going to say list item. So we're going to say list underscore item. So list
L-I-S-E line
underscore item
I-T-E-M space equals space I-N-E-T
left paren
left parent line prompt colon object equals quote comma read a string from standard input dot left E
left oops
true E number start loop will list line item equals input left parent E true colon W will list select
let's try that
space
again.
while number start loop blank.
The while loop got combined with the list item.
W true A-I-L-E space T-R-U-E colon number colon blank 4 space.
We're going to say list
L-I-S-T line list dot I-T-E-M space equals space I-N-P-U-T left parent line quote enter an item for your list dot press
enter an item for your list.
Right parent blank right quote space colon space
backslash N. Remember, we want to have a backslash N. Okay, so we're going to do that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have it say basically where if you type the word done, it will end the list, okay? So if you type the word done, it will end the list. Okay, so let's see if that actually works. So,
list line item equals in right blank.
Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and, because the reason we're going to say done, because like yesterday we did the calculator, because we had to make it a separate input, but in this case, we're just going to say, done, right? And then what we're also going to do is print out the list items and say, your list has whatever items, and it's this long. Okay, great. But we're getting ahead of ourselves, so we need to do a simple if statement. So we're going to say, if list item equals done, break. Now, what the heck is break? Good question. Break is simply when you end the loop, right? It's a mechanism to end a loop in Python. But the thing is, we don't want to just break, right? We want to print out the length of the list. So let's watch this as we do it together. So first what we need to do is we need to check if list item equals done. So we're going to do that.
List blank.
If
F space L I S T. Line item equals tick Q tick colon break comma inspect this in
no, we're not gonna do Q.
list line item equals list
Hold on.
list dot T blank line equals tick TEM space equals tick Q tick colon break equals space quote DONE quote colon quote blank dot suggest list LO lower left parent right list dot R blank.
Because we want to change it into uniform case, because if they type done upper, it's not going to work. So we need to make sure we do dot upper or dot lower to unify it. So here's what we're going to say.
Blank.
Lower, left
parent, colon, right parent, blank, colon, 8 space.
Okay.
Break comma, inspect this in the accessible view.
Now, before we break, remember what we have to do is we have to print out the shopping list, because we don't want to break and then have it print out. So what we want to say is actually this. I'm going to make a variable and I'm going to call it list length. So list
L suggest list IST list
underscore
line list line item L list EN GTH space equals space L EN
left
parent line object colon size comma LIST list line item 2 of
item.
List dot M right parent.
Now remember, len takes the length, so it'll say like this list has so many items. Okay, so len again is how long something is in Python, right? So you could do it to a string or what we're doing here, but this is a built-in function that you can use with Python. There's many others of these. There's like min and max and average and sum and other things like that. But today we're just doing len and we're making the shopping list. All right.
M right parent.
Now
blank.
what we need to do
list line length equals blank
is we are actually going to say we're going to print out. So we're going to actually say the print
TINT left parent star values colon object quote.
I should probably do this a different way, but I don't care.
YOU space LIST as left space IS space left brace right brace items long quote dot format left parent list line length right parent space quote space space quote S quote.
You need to listen to me because I am the boss right now. Okay, I'm just gonna do it the comma way. Like I said, I could always do an F string, but I'm just trying to make it easy and look good. Okay, so
S quote
I don't really care how you do this, though. You could do it whatever way you want. You could even use dot format. I'm not a fan of it. Comma
list line length comma quote items long.
There we go.
Right blank right quote G N long quote right pair G quote right parent blank.
And then we're gonna say, so after that we're gonna make two print statements. Okay, so we're gonna say your list is items long, and we're gonna say print left paren, here are your list items, right? So we're gonna say, it is this long and your list contains da 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 da. Okay, so
right parent blank.
So print
PR left parent quote here is your list colon quote right parent right parenthesis in comma inspect this in the accessible view left list dot t blank left parent stop quote space your list quote OUR space LIST
period
dot quote right parent comma list line item comma inspect
list item
right blank.
I probably should put it that list items, but I wasn't smart when I thought about this, because right now it's just a singular list item, but I might end up fixing that in a minute. Okay, so right now it should be working. So the only thing I gotta do is I gotta break it, because right now we are in that if condition, right? So I gotta break it. Now what are we gonna do otherwise? Well, we're just gonna have it say continue, I think. So let's try.
Print left parent quote here is your list dot quote right parent
to
blank.
end the loop, we're gonna say break.
BR E comma inspect this list dot K blank print left break K blank.
Now
for
we're
space
gonna say else
E suggest list LLS colon E comma inspect list dot E blank.
Okay,
colon 8 space print left parent quote you enter quote comma list line item CON 10 comma inspect this list dot E blank.
Actually, I don't think we need to do that.
Saved.
Sometimes you're like, I don't know what we need to do, or maybe you don't know what you need to do and you want to test it. We can go ahead and test it, and that's what we're gonna do right now. So let me go and see if this is gonna work.
C colon backslash P what A O F space.
What is this called? Okay, list
LIST dot pi. Welcome to my list. Enter an item for your list dot. Press tick Q tick to quit colon.
Q? Great. I don't want Q. Oh, I think it's supposed to be done. Whatever. I'm just gonna say test.
TEST. Enter an item for your list dot. Press tick Q tick to quit colon.
So we already have test. We already have one. And I'm gonna say, I don't know, apples.
APP. LES. Enter an item for your list. Dot. Press tick Q tick to quit colon. BANAN. AS. Enter an item for your list.
Okay,
Dot. Press tick DONE. Your list is 4 items long. Here is your list. Dot. Done. C colon / users / Taylor and / documents / shopping list creator.
Well, okay. Do you notice a problem? I do. And what is that problem? Can anybody tell me in chat? Because y'all are kind of quiet. I understand you guys may be in the background doing stuff. But if you guys are around, like I said, I want to try to engage you guys. What do you think is our problem? Or don't even tell me like the code issues. What did our list program not do? Anybody know? Because I do, but I'm just curious what y'all think. Okay, what did it not do? Because it did work.
C colon /
right?
users /
But it didn't do one critical thing. So I'm going to give it a minute. If you guys don't know, if you guys are not around, that's okay. But I'm going to give it one thing that it did not do. Okay? What did it not do? All right, well, I'm not hearing any chats. Let me actually make sure my chats are around.
List.py - C colon / win C colon. Michael Dwa says, for watching. Dot. Blank.
There we go.
C colon /
I just want to make sure my
list.
This chat script, I'm always afraid that this is not going to work. I don't know why, but I guess that's how it is. So it did not print out our list of 4 items. All right, so we need to fix that because it said, here's your list, but the list items did not print. But otherwise, our list items are working, right? It's working pretty well. The only thing it printed out was done, which is not helpful. So let's see if we can't fix that. Remember the Python problem-solving framework I laid out yesterday. So, step 1, use AI tools if available. Okay, so we're not going to do that just yet. I'm going to actually add a step 0. Try one more time to figure out the problem yourself if it's obvious. Okay, so we have step 0, figure out the problem if it's obvious. Step 1, use AI tools and frameworks. Step 2, go to Google, figure it out that way. Step 3, maybe it's a conceptual problem, so maybe go find a tutorial or a book or something and brush up on a concept. For example, loops or lists. Okay, great. So let's see. So that's kind of the issue there. And maybe step 4 is get help from somebody else in your community or in another Discord or something. Okay, so let's look at our problem. Again, this is actually intentional. So we're using our Python problem-solving framework. Okay, so let's look at step 0. Okay, so
No
step
intent
0.
print blank.
Let's see.
Print left parent quote welcome to my blank number start loop. While true colon.
What did we not do? Well, I don't think we declared our list. That's right. In Python, we have to declare a list, and we do that with the bracket. So we could just say list equals left bracket, right bracket. That's kind of the same thing as like an array. But we need to declare our list because here's what happens. We have to append these list items to the list so that we can actually print them out. Okay, so in this case, I did this on purpose so I could show you guys. But, sometimes it may not work that way. So step 0, I think, may help us this time.
Number start loop. While true
so
colon.
I'm going to say
blank.
list.
L-I-S-E.
List. That's
list line feed. L.
Variable.
Line feed. L.
Shopping.
S-H-O-P-P-I-N-G. Line.
Underscore list.
L-I-S-T space. Equals space. Left bracket. Right bracket. Right line feed.
Simply put, this will declare an empty list for us. So this is pretty important to do. If you don't do it, it will not work. So, okay, so we figured that out. Now, what else do we need to do? Well, let's look at our code. Okay,
while true colon. 4 space list line item equals input left parent. Quote enter an item for your list. Dot. Press tick Q tick to quit colon / L. Equal left enter item for your list. Dot. Press tick Q tick. Q tick. Q. Q select Q tick D-O-N-E. Done tick 2 quit colon N. Quote right parent. If list line item equals quote done quote dot lower left parent right parent colon. If list line item equals quote done quote dot lower left parent right parent colon.
Okay.
8 space list line length equals len left parent list line item right parent.
So what we should have done is we should have said new. Let's see. Okay, so we should have right. So it said it was a list of 4 items, but it couldn't print out the list. So we need to actually fix that by appending. So append is another built-in function with Python. And append, what it does is simply appends what you are trying to put onto your list. Okay, so we need to do that.
4 space if list line item equals quote done quote dot lower left parent right parent colon.
We need to have it
8 space list line length equals len left parent list line item right parent.
put it
4
as...
space if list line item equals quote done quote dot line colon line feed. 8 space.
So what I'm going to actually do, I just made a new line because I want to declare a variable that appends, right? So we want to append the list item. Okay, so we want to append it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, let's see. What am I going to call this? Complete shopping list? Yeah, I think that might be a good name.
COMPL complex E line list D. Line list equals input left parent. What would you like to see your line?
No.
LIST space equals space.
List
LI
item.
line items comma inspect this in the accessible view left parent. Alt plus F2 right parent. Line item is comma inspect this list line feed. L input left space
okay.
line feed space.
Wait a second. Okay, so... Okay, wait.
4 8 space completed line list equals.
Okay,
Equals,
I had brain
space.
fart, y'all. Okay,
Line
so
feed.
we need to do...
Space. Equals. In line feed. Space.
Brain fart, I'm telling you. Okay, so shopping...
SHO. Ping line list E. PING.
Underscore
Line.
list.
LIST. Dot. Suggest list. Left parent. END.
Left parent.
Left parent. Line object. LI. List line item 1 of 6.
Item.
List dot PIM. Right line feed.
Okay.
4 8 space completed line list equals shopping line list dot append left parent. List line item right parent.
Completed list. Now, why did I call it completed list? Because it's the list with all the items, right? So shopping list is the empty list, and I called it completed because when you press done, we need to append all the items from the shopping list to the new completed list, okay? So you could call this whatever you want, but I'm just trying to make sure it's very, very clear. Does everybody understand that? Right? Everybody understand that, because I think it may make sense, or maybe it doesn't, okay? But we need to understand that this is the completed list. This is not the shopping list that we defined earlier. It's the completed list that we are now appending our list items to. Okay, now what we need to do is we need to fix our print statement. Because now it just says done, so we need to fix this.
List print left parent. Quote your list is quote comma. List line length P. Left parent. Your list is quote list quote item long items quote comma. List line length. List line length H comma quote items COM compile. PL completed line list. List dot py edit T comma space quote.
Okay, so this should have fixed.
Saved. C colon back C colon C Y. Welcome to my list. Enter an item for your list dot. Press tick done tick to quit colon.
That's better. See, it says welcome to my list. You know, and it's very, very succinct, right? I like that because when you want to prompt the user, you want to be succinct, but also helpful. You don't want to just say type here, because what the heck are you typing? So you want to be prompt and succinct. Okay, so we're going to say, let's see, Apple.
APPES. Enter an item for your list dot. Press tick done tick to quit colon. DAN. AS. Enter an item for your list dot. ORAN. GES. Enter an item for your list dot. Press tick done. GRAPES. Enter an item for your DOE. Your list is none items long. Here is your list dot. Done. C colon backslash users backslash tailored backslash documents backslash shopping list creator.
Okay, so now we need to figure this out. Okay, so we've tried with step 0. Now, what is step 1? AI tools. Now, people may disagree with me on this one, but here's the thing. AI tools are amazing, okay? They may not always be right, but the thing is you have to have some judgment in order to understand what you need to do. But in my opinion, AI tools are a great first line of defense if you're stuck on something, because if you have it like 75% right, it is pretty good. So let's look at AI tools for us.
List.py print left parent. Quote here is your list dot. Quote comma. List line item break. 4 space else colon. 8 space continue. 4 8 space break. Print left parent. Quote here is your list dot. Quote comma. Print left parent. Quote your list is quote comma. Completed line list comma. Quote items long. Quote right parent. List line length equals len left parent. List line item right parent. Complete list line length equals len left print left parent. Quote your list is quote comma. Completed line list print left parent. Quote here is your list dot. Quote comma. List line item right parent. Print left parent. Quote here is your list line right parent. List line dot quote comma. List line item. Else I S T line I S T E right parent selected. Right M unselected. M select M right parent C O M. Completed line list comma and list dot T right parent.
Other thing, I didn't change the variable right. Okay, so we may be able to figure this out ourselves. And then on the previous line, what we have to do is we have to say, because it says none items long, so
print left parent. Quote your list is quote comma. Completed line list comma. Quote item list line length. Print left parent. P left your list is quote completed line list. comma, completed line list. Completed line
Okay,
T,
so
comma,
just
quote
say
items law
list.
LIST, list. Line, list line item. L, list line length. E, list dot
Hold
H,
on.
comma.
Okay, great. So let's see if
Saved.
that works
C,
now.
C
Okay,
colon, C,
so
Y. Welcome to my list. Enter an item for your list dot. Press tick, untick to quit colon.
we're fixing our items here, y'all. Apple.
A, P, P, E, S. Enter an item for your list dot. B, A, N. A, N. A, S. Enter an item. G, R, A, P, E, S. Enter an item for your list dot. Press tick, untick to quit colon. S, O, D, A. Enter an item for your list dot. Press
Okay.
tick, O, N, E. Your list is 4 items long. Here is your list dot. None. C colon backslash users
None.
backslash
Here's
Taylor
your
backslash
list.
documents
None.
backslash shopping list creator.
That's not good, is it? No, at least it said 4 items long. Okay, so here's something we can do. Okay, so if you're really stuck and you're thinking, what do I do? Well, AI tools is our next step. The other thing you could do is you could print out like what the heck completed list is storing, because maybe that's not working properly, right? So, but let's have our AI friends help us because we're really close. We just need a little bit of a boost, right? So again, we're really close. We just have to get this sorted out.
List dot I dash list line print left parent quote your list is quote comma list line length comma quote items long quote right parent print left parent quote here is your list dot quote comma completed line list right parent.
Because it's not printing out the completed list. I think that's our only issue because it does say how long it is, but it's not printing out our completed list. All right. And you could practically do this with like a to-do list or, a shopping list like we're doing. This is a good framework for a lot of things, but we just did a shopping list.
Print list completed
Okay,
line
so
list line 4 space if list line item equal list line item equals input no indent while true colon double while list if complete list print break else continue select.
And like I said, I'm actually going to go to GitHub.
Files up. Start
GitHub,
window. G. Oh, left Google.
ChatGPT.
List dot.
Like I said,
Files
I'm
up.
doing
Start
this
window.
so I
E.
can show you
Microsoft Edge, comma.
how to properly do
New
this.
tab.
ChatGPT.
S colon slash loading complete. Main landmark. Message chat GP. Okay. Was space. M. Was space. L I S T space. I S space. A L M O S T space. O K I G space. B U Y space. Y T space. I T space. O N E S S E N O D D O E N N T T space P R I N T space O U T space T A E space O O space space E N T I R space L I S T space O F space I T E N S dot space.
Alright, so let's see if we can
else continue. Out of visited link fetch and display accordion main landmark out of 1 dot. Graph list line item equals quote unquote dot lower left parent right parent 1 dot. Out of list code colon. Quote unquote to terminate the input and print the list. Seems like you tick retrying to create a shopping list where a user can add items until they type. Quote unquote to code colon. Quote unquote to terminate the input and print the list dot. However, comma, there are a few issues in your current.
Okay, there's a few
code
issues.
list with 4 items 1 dot. Graph list line item equals quote unquote dot lower left parent right parent graph colon. This statement will not work as expected dot. Graph dot lower called on the user input graph list line item graph comma not on the string quote unquote dot. 2 dot. Graph completed line list equals shopping line list dot append left parent list line item right parent graph colon the graph append left parent right parent graph method doesn't tick t return the list semi. It modifies the list in place dot. Therefore comma graph completed line list graph will always be graph non graph dot.
Oh, okay.
3 dot. Graph list line length equals len left parent list not the length of the entire list dot. 4 dot. Graph print left parent quote print your list dot. Out of list let tick s correct these issues. List with use a list to store bullet. Correctly bullet calculate bullet print the I out of list python clickable shopping line list equal clickable button copy code shop blank while true colon.
Okay, sorry, getting calls like crazy.
Blank while true colon.
While true. Okay, great. So we understand that while true. So that's good.
List line item equals input left parent quote enter an item for your list dot. Press tick untick to quit colon backslash end quote right parent dot lower left parent right parent.
List item.
Okay, while list line item equals input left parent quote enter an item for your list dot. Press tick untick to quit colon backslash end quote right parent dot lower left parent right parent.
So we should have done it there, not the
if list line item equals quote unquote colon. Print left parent quote your list is quote comma len left parent shopping line list right parent comma quote items long quote right parent. Print left parent quote here is your list colon quote comma shopping line list right parent. Break. Else colon. Shopping line list dot append left parent list line item right parent. This code will correctly add items to. Network error.
Okay, so we made a couple of mistakes. Let's go ahead and try to sort this out. Now, like I said, whenever you look at these AI tools, you want to think about, okay, does this make sense in theory? Yes. Okay, so we shouldn't put a continue there, right? That makes sense. now that I think about it. And, you know, we shouldn't have done that thing with the lower in the if statements. All right, so we understand our problem, so let's fix it. And again, this is why I use step 1 as the AI framework. And step 2 is, you know, Google if we need to. So, you know, this usually works pretty good. Okay,
This
so.
shop else break print left print if list line while true colon blank. Shopping line list equals left bracket right bracket. Blank while true list line if list line item equals input left parent quote enter and
So let's
list dot pi dash number start loop print left parent shopping line list number start loop shopping line list equals left num while true colon 4 space L E input left pair enter and item 4 your list dot space P R tick done tick 2 quit colon backslash and space quote right parent dot suggest list L O lower left parent word list dot pi R right parent lower quote dot L O double E R right line space line right R right parent left parent right parent no 4 space list line item equals input left
Okay, so we did the dot lower on the print or the input. I guess that totally makes sense. I don't know why I didn't think about that. But see, you guys should keep me on my toes sometimes because I don't always think about what I'm doing, but this is why I demonstrate this stuff so you guys can see how to do it. Okay, so now.
Right, if list line item, list line, if list line I, list line equals, list line item, I, S, T, I, T, E, M, space equal, space, quote, D, O, N. List line, if list line item equals, quote, done, quote, dot, lower left parent, right parent,
Okay,
I, list equal, quote, D, O, N, E, quote, dot. Dots else O select D R's left right colon selected right parent selected right parent quote colon list if list line item equals quote done quote colon.
So okay, there we go. We check for done. Okay, so we're sorting this out. All right. Now.
8 space completed line list equals shopping line list dot append left parent
Okay, so
list line item right chat GPT
so
while true colon list line if list line item equals print left parent quote your list is quote comma len left parent shopping line list right space.
So we should have done print.
Circle list dot pi 4 8 space completed line list equals 4 space if list line item equals 8 space C completed line list line length equals len left parent list line item print left parent quote your list is quote comma print left parent quote space print left 4 8 space print left parent quote your list is quote comma list line length comma quote items long quote right parent.
Okay, so we
print
should
left
have done.
Your list is selected. List line length is unselected.
So actually, we should
Chat
have done
GPT
this.
if list print left parent quote your list is quote comma len left parent shopping line list right parent circle
left
quote is
list, so.
list is quote list line length. P print left space unselect space unselect space unselected space line feed until right parent right parent break comma inspect this in the X 4 space if list line colon line feed 8 space PRINT left parent star values quote space space is I space quote right parent comma shopping line list comma LT len left parent N left parent line opt colon SH shopping line list 1 of 2 list dot T right parent T right parent T right parent comma quote items long comma inspect right line feed right quote 4 if list line item equals quote done quote 8 space print left parent quote your list is quote comma len left parent shopping line list comma quote items long quote right parent.
We'll see if that works. Okay, then what we want to do is we want to say, because once they get to the else, right, we're not going to repeat the loop. So I don't know where the heck I got that from, but see, I'm just, you know, this is real life, y'all. All right.
Then, print left parent quote here is your list dot quote comma completed line list right parent chat GPT circle list dot pi dash shopping list chat GPT print left parent quote here is your list colon quote comma shopping line list right parent.
Oh, okay.
Circle list blank print left parent quote here is your list dot right parent dot quote comma quote space C completed line list selected T right parent rayon selected shopping line list comma
we could just actually
right
use
line feed
list.
right T S blank print left parent quote here is your list dot quote comma shopping line list right parent.
So shopping list, we don't have to even have the completed list variable. All right. So we're learning a lot. We're learning that, you know, we have to do it this way because it will error and won't work.
Break.
Okay, break.
4 space else colon.
Else. Now this is where I got a little
8 space
confused.
continue.
Not confused,
C.
but We don't need to
E.
continue.
Unselected.
Instead, we
Shopping
need
line
to
list dot append left parent. List line item right. E. Blank. E. U. E. Blank. Blank. E. U. U. Comma. Inspect this in the accessible view. N. I. T. N. O. C. Continue. Comma. Inspect this in the S. Suggest list. O. Sorted. Line H. Dot O. P. P. I. N. G. Line. L. I. S. T. Dot. Suggest list. Left parent. Right. A. Append 1 of 3. Left parent. List dot pi. D. Blank. Append dot. Append dot. A. P. P. E. N. D.
Okay.
Blank. Left parent. Line object colon. Any comma. Append object to the end. Quote. X comma. Inspect this in the accessible quote. List left. Right parent. Left parent. Right parent. L. I. S. T. List dot T. Right parent. T. Right parent. Line. Item. T. E. M. List dot pi editor as right blank. Blank. Print shopping line list dot append left parent. List line item right parent.
Good. So we figured this out. So let's see if it actually works the way we want it to. Now let's see.
Print left parent. Quote shopping line list dot append. Saved.
All right.
Chat GPT C colon backslash C C colon back C Y. Welcome to my list. Enter an item for your list dot. Press tick done tick to quit colon. T S T added bang. Your list has 1 items in it dot. Enter an item for your list dot. Press tick done tick to quit colon.
There we go. That's better. I didn't know where that came from. But you see now it actually indicated every time we press a list that had this many items. Okay, so this is a better behavior. So let's see.
A P P E S added bang. Your list has 3 items in it dot. Enter an item for your B A N A N A S added bang. Your list has 5 items in it dot. Enter an item for your list dot. Press tick done tick to quit colon. O N E trace back left parent. Most recent call last right blank type error colon 31 caret. Type error colon len left parent right parent takes exactly 1 argument left parent 2 given right parent.
Okay.
List dot pi dash shopping line list dot append left parent list line item right parent. S dot append left parent L I S T L I T E M right blank. Shopping line list dot append left parent list line item right parent.
Okay, so let's see what.
C colon chat GP print left parent quote here is your list colon quote break. Else colon shopping line list dot append left parent list line item right parent. This code will correctly add items to.
Okay, so it did not work fully. Okay, so actually what it did was it just, said that it could only have one argument. Okay, so the way that I'm going to fix this then.
C colon backslash Windows back list dot pi that no and shopping numbers start loop while true colon. 4 space list line item equals input L I S I L L I S T line selected. I unselect line item no 4 space item equals input left pair if list line item equals quote unquote space if F space L space L selected I S L T line selected line item if item equals 8 space print left parent quote your list is quote comma len left parent shopping line list comma quote items long quote right parent P left your list quote len left parent shopping line lit comma quote comma T S T comma T comma right parent items long quote right parent space line right parent 4 space print left parent quote your list is quote comma len left parent shopping line list right parent comma quote items long quote right parent.
We'll see if that works.
Blank.
All right, so
Print
then,
left parent quote here is your list dot quote comma shopping line list right parent.
Okay.
Break. 4 space else colon 8 space shopping line list dot append left parent S dot append left parent L left L I S T line T selected T I unselected
All right,
line
so item.
saved print left parent quote
Let's see
added
if this works.
C colon backslash list dot shop print left parent quote added bang your list has quote comma len left parent shopping line list right parent comma quote items in it shopping line list dot append left parent print shopping line list dot append 4 space else colon 8 space shop print left parent quote added bang shopping line
I
S
really
shop
duplicated my efforts. Hold on.
right parent
Okay.
saved
Here we go.
C colon
like
backslash
two
C colon back
codes
C Y. Welcome to my list. Enter an item for your list dot. Press
Okay,
tick done tick to quit colon. T E S T added bang. Your list has 1 items in it dot. Enter an
Okay.
item for your list dot. Press A I added bang. Your list has 2 items in it dot. And T E S T added bang. Your list has 3 items in it dot. Enter an item for your list dot. Press tick O N E. Your list is 3 items long. Here is your list dot. Left bracket tick test tick comma tick I tick comma tick test tick right bracket C colon backslash.
Oh yeah, we fixed it. Now you could always remove the brackets and stuff, like where it has the left bracket test, right bracket. But that is kind of beyond the scope of this tutorial. Mainly what we're trying to figure out is how we can make this list. So let's do a little recap. And then, what time is it here? Okay, then we'll quick do the GPT scramble. So, let's do a recap and then we will get to work on detangling this code and make GPT help us, well, not fix it, but make it worse. All right, so this time GPT will be our enemy.
No indent, print left parent, quote, welcome to my list, print left parent.
So we have print, welcome to my list, yada yada.
Shopping line list equals left bracket H.
We define shopping list as a empty list.
Number start loop.
Starting the while loop.
While true colon.
While true.
For space item equals input left parent, quote, enter an item for your list dot, press tick done tick to quit colon backslash end quote dot lower left parent, right parent, right parent.
So that is our prompt where we have it as item instead of list item because it caused a little error somehow.
If item equals quote done quote colon.
If item equals done, so when the done button is pressed, it will work.
8 space print left parent, quote, your list is quote comma, len left parent, shopping line list right parent, comma, quote, items long quote right parent.
So say your list is this item's long by getting the length of the shopping list.
Blank. Print left parent, quote, here is your list dot, quote comma,
Here's
shopping line list right parent.
Okay.
Break. 4 space else colon.
And the loop. We end the loop as well.
8 space shopping line list dot append left parent, item right parent.
Shopping list dot append item.
Print left parent, space.
And then we say
shop print left parent, quote added bang, your list has quote comma, len left parent, space.
Item. So the added will happen every time the list is, when you press enter, that way it'll say you have this many items, you have that many items, you have this many items. Okay, so that is this little tutorial. And again, I hope it's helpful. But before we go, we have the GPT Scramble. So if you don't know the rules of this little game, if you're in chat, you're going to participate. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have our little AI friend who was helpful, but now is going to turn a little bit mean. And it's going to scramble up the code, and we got to fix it. All right? So this is a little problem-solving game that I always like to play to make sure that you guys can know how to problem solve in case you get errors. So we're going to copy the code into our little
file
GPT.
sub menu. C list dot C colon backslash Windows list dot pi dash shopping C chat GPT dash personal dash chat GPT dash first shop. This code will no next edit.
Okay.
Blank. No next edit. Click list clickable button out of list blank. Clickable. Clickable.
Alright.
Clickable main landmark menu button collapsed sub clickable chat GPT can make this button regenerate. Regenerate button message chat GPT dot 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 wow u space R E space G O I G C O space S C R A M B L E C A E space C O D E space T O space M A E space T U D E S E S space I S space A E space E R O R S dot space print blank.
Alright, so we're gonna make
out of two shopping line list this quote done quote button 2 slash button unavailable clickable button clickable button clickable but clickable but was this response better or worse quest button message chat G shopping line list you are going to scramble the out of blank print left pair blank chat GPT your idea of creating a scramble code for students to fix is a great educational exercise I take LL make some errors to logical mistakes code Python clickable print left parent quote welcome to my list backslash end quote right parent shopping line list equal number start loop while true item equals in if item equals quote print left parent blank print left parent break else shopping print left parent and the scramble code comma print left parent quote clickable
so
chat GPT list dot pi dash shop
and like I said if you guys are around I'm gonna read it off to you guys
print left parent
but yeah it's time for us to fix our code before we leave and then I'll put this on GitHub and put it in the description. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm going to show you how to do this. So
print left parent quote welcome to my list backslash end quote right parent
print left my list
shopping line list equals left bracket right bracket
okay
number start loop while true.
So I think we might have a logical error here because remember you heard it say it was like that little beeping sound. So let's investigate that quick. So remember the true has to be capitalized. So let's
W H I L E space E R U E line feed E line feed.
That's not the issue here. Look, there's no colon. So remember, loops have to have a colon to work, right? So say while true colon. Okay.
While true colon.
Great.
4 space item equals input left parent quote enter an item for your list dot press tick done tick to quit colon backslash end quote dot lower left parent right parent right parent.
Okay, that seems good.
If item equals quote done quote colon.
Okay, if item equals done, well, there's a colon, but there's an error. So let's figure out what happened. So
I F space I T E M equals space quote D quote space equals.
What did I say about if statements? Do y'all remember? Equals. So why do we have an equals? Well, the thing with if statements is that if you only have an equals, it's almost like you're going to assign a variable. So in order to actually make this if statement valid, we must do an equal,
Equals.
right? So that way it'll work. So
if item equals
Okay.
quote done quote colon.
remember, item equals done, okay? So you got to keep this in mind when you do this, because sometimes it may say equal, and you're like, well, that's not going to work. That's right, because equal is for single assignment. We want double equals, okay?
8 space print left parent, quote your list is quote comma, len left parent, shopping line list right parent, comma, quote items long quote right parent. Blank. Print left parent, quote here is your list dot, quote comma, shopping line list.
Uh-oh, what's wrong here? All right, well, we're missing something at the end, a parenthesis.
Line T. Line F, right parent.
Okay.
Blank, print left parent, break. 4 space else.
Uh-oh, okay.
8 space break. 4 space else. 8 space shopping line list dot append left parent,
Okay, so,
item.
uh-oh, we've got an error here, because basically the line before it said we had an error, but that's because down below, item.
Line M, line feed. Right parent.
Right paren.
Saved. 4 space else. 8 space shopping line list dot append left parent, item right parent.
Okay, that's gonna work.
Saved. 4 8 space shopping line list print left parent, quote added bang, your list has quote comma, len left parent, shopping no indent blank. 8 space print left shopping line list dot append
Okay,
left
so
parent,
well, let's
item.
look at our issue here.
Showing one problems tree. Level 2 error colon, expected quote colon quote at line 11 and mainland 8 space 4 space else. 8 space 4 space else. Line E. Line feed. Colon.
Remember, else requires
Saved.
a colon.
8 4 space else colon.
Here we go. Okay, so you see how I did that, right? I went through the code and I'm like, okay, what doesn't seem right? The other thing is, if you're not even sure, you can go to Control-Shift-M and it'll tell you the problems in your code. And you can look at it and say, okay, so this is what's wrong, and you can click on the exact line. Now remember, tips are, errors may not be always on the same line that it says that they are on. It could be an error that's a couple lines back that may be causing the issue. Also, the syntax errors and semantic errors are important, because you may have it syntactically work correctly, but it's not semantically working, right? So semantic and syntactical, mouthful, you want to keep that in mind. And you also want to keep in mind that you will get errors, and it's always good to debug often during when you're making your code. And debugging simply means that you are squashing bugs, right? Or you're, testing and, getting rid of bugs in your code, because every software is going to have bugs in it. And it's just the process of debugging your code. It's actually the most arduous process that I go through on a daily basis. Okay, everyone, this is going to do it for this tutorial. If you have any questions, I'll stick around for just a couple minutes or so. But I think we're going to go ahead and end for the day. And I hope you guys got a lot of enjoyment out of this one. And I hope to see you guys tomorrow. I think we're going to cover functions tomorrow. So definitely be around for that one. And yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And we'll talk soon. So like I said, if you have any questions, I'll stay around for a minute. But I kind of have to head out in a second. So yeah, have a wonderful day, y'all. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, I don't know what you're missing out on. So please subscribe and tell all your friends. We're trying to get to 100 subs, folks. Because when we get to 100 subs, I've got a celebration. So you guys need to recruit your friends, because we're close. And I just really want to make sure that we can get 100 subs so that we can have this awesome announcement. And trust me, you don't want to miss a thing. So, all right, without further ado, I hope you guys have a wonderful night. And we will talk soon. Bye-bye, everyone.
Voiceover on